神がその秩序で
愚かな異端者よ。わしの名はガゼル・アプト・アゲイラ。
では今から選定審判。
神聖なる審判を愚弄する貴様は今日偉大なる神の力をその場にき
その栄唱が必須ならば名手さえあれば
驚愕し死者をも蘇らせる。
で何を生きがっている。じらすろ。
We all love to see our favorite heroes and villains go all out. So here are some of the best moments when anime characters flexed too hard.
お前ら手を出すな。コンロの仇討ちだ。町ごと吹き飛ばすわけにはいかねえ。あれはさせねえ。
With the recent season finale, everyone is hyped for what is going to happen next in Fire Force. However, when it comes to the topic of flexing, there are very few who can match Benimaru. Possessing both second and third generation pyrokinetic abilities is a flex of its own, but the way he completely owned that Demon Infernal was something way beyond that term.
任せな。この高さなら十分。と七の型。これでも砕けねえか。俺んとこででけえ面するやつはコンロの技。暁。
The fact that he actually had an even more powerful move still left after inflicting such a deadly strike tells us all we need to know about his capabilities. We really can't wait for the next season now.
死神ギルドとの契約期間。
たとえどんなランクであっても
報道陣が見えないのか。
教会に用があるんですけど。
後にしろ。早くあっちに。勝手に通行止めにされては困り。
ゴ会長。
どうぞ孫ハンタ
それだと
ーこちらへ。彼らも2年ぶりに現れた S 級派。
再測定に先立って孫ハンターはどのような力をお使いですか。
When you have an aura farmer like Sung Jin Woo, it should not come as a surprise that he flexes tons of times, especially throughout Season 2. One moment that stands out in particular is when he has to be assessed for his new hunter ranking.
ソンハンター、ウ課長からの報告を受けています。
そうだよな。あと100体ぐらいは出せますが。
100体？信じられ。なんてこれが。
At first, he only shows one of his basic shadow soldiers, but then Chairman Go Gunhee makes him show his real capacity. And that's when we see the true might of his army, even though this is not even the strongest squad he has this season. Even the other S-rank hunters like Choi Jong-in and Baek Yoon-ho were shivering just from sensing his energy, which says all that needs to be said about the insanely overpowered Jin Woo.
純粋でもなければ基本巴ではない。初代火影里とは何だ。里？同胞を殺してまでこんな状況を作り上げた忍び、木の葉に復讐をするのか。あんたは木の葉を一度潰そうとし、本当は何だったんだ。
Imagine being so strong that your big brother has to tell you lower your finger like it's a legitimate firearm or something. Tobirama had Sasuke scared for dear life, and everyone else on high alert simply by lifting his finger, which is a massive flex. Of course, the fact that Hashirama was able to get him to stop simply with a single command was also impressive.
木の葉への復讐だと。ここでわしが。二代目さ扉だ。
指を下ろせ。
わかった。
相変わらずですの、柱間様。しかし良い兄を持ったな。俺以上の忍びぞ。
It just goes on to show how overpowered Tobirama actually is, and Sasuke got humbled quite quickly. But once again, please remember that Hashirama is the real Chad here, because the coldness on display was on a whole other level.
よし。結果は変わらん。
そうだ。自分の全力とだ。
バング、この一撃に全てを捧げる。やはりダメか。もう見えるぞ。本当か。のせいじゃった。クソジジイめ。ここが俺の。
It's crazy to think about how powerful Saitama really is, because he keeps amazing us all with his ridiculous feats. Season 1 of One Punch Man remains the best. That is, of course, until Season 3 comes out. So let's take a look at the time our hero smashed an entire freaking meteor all on his own.
じいさん、こいつ任せるぞ。
誰じゃね？
俺はヒーローをやっている。
落ちてんじゃねえ。信じられん。街全体に
一見落着だな。
Of course, the city still took some damage, but it would have been a whole lot worse had it not been for the Caped Baldy. This comes right after Genos used up his Ultra Power Mega Pro Cannon and still failed, so it only makes the flex all the more impressive. Then again, nothing should be considered out of bounds for a hero like Saitama.
お前たちを殺しに来た。
預けろ。
お前たち、無駄なことはやめた方がいい。
言わしておけば。おい、待てよ。たったの5、すぐ終わるからな。
少しはやるようだね。このフリーザ自ら手を下さなければなら。
スーパーサイヤ人は孫悟空さん一人じゃない。
何？まさか。
あの時のお父さんと同じ木だ。
After a lifetime of taking losses from the androids, this must have been very therapeutic for Trunks. The way he takes down Mecha Frieza and Mr. Cold with such dominance had everyone completely taken aback. His Super Saiyan mode was a legendary moment, and I must say that future Trunks is really an effective operator. These are no pushovers he's up against, and yet he makes light work of them, farming tons of aura in the process.
Son Goku とかいうやつが。
愚かなりフリーザ。
すればいい。
フリーザ。
Giving your enemies zero chances really is the way forward. It was amongst the most savage displays of power, and it solidified Trunks as among the most powerful characters on the show.
さすがは A さんのジンベエ。ルフィ君にはこれ以上指一匹命に変えてもじゃ。なるほど。正解だ。サメガワラ正解。
鷹の目は空に。
Zoro really must be a fool to think he can match up to Mihawk, because that man is on a whole other level. He doesn't even need to put in an effort to flex harder than everyone else in the room. And one such instance of this is when he slices a frozen tsunami in two with just one slash of his sword.
危ねえ。今手出したら。
一戦させただけだ。あ、どんだけ強えんだ。
さあどうする。所詮これまで。
The look on Luffy's face says it all, as he was most definitely not expecting to see something of such scale in front of his own eyes. The entire battle of Marineford paused for a few seconds, just to admire the raw power that was on display here.
さて。
存外。
大したことないって。特急はさ、特別だから特急なわけ。
長司が傷ついてきた。
いや、ま、危機感の欠如ね。当たるとどうなんの？音と爆発の二段構え。
まだまだ。こんなものか。真実に生きておらん。
このくだり、さっきやったよね。
わしは確かに触れて殺した。
手出して。
触れられん。
止まってるっていうか、僕はこのまま握手して。貴様！まだまだ！
Satoru Gojo has way too many flexes, despite not even being the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen. That's probably the only reason why he had to meet such a fate in the manga, but we'll just focus on his fight between him and Jogo. It's really insane that a highly skilled combatant like Jogo was made to look weak in front of the most powerful character of the show. But more importantly, the fact that Gojo used him as a mere tutorial for Yuji had to be the largest display of disrespect ever.
この虚空に触れたらどうなると思う？
どこ？ねえ、ここどこ？なんで？
今後のため虎杖は殺せん。
今この子にいろいろ教えてる最中でね。弱いもん。なめるなよ、攻撃れる！呪力を消費するけど、あ、付与された術式は
ここに来たのは半分。
こっちも領域を展開する。
強行させる！
不良空所。
すべて感じる。
知覚、伝達。
Jogo got humbled so badly that he didn't even mock anyone at Shibuya. Well, The fact that he even survived after Infinity was nothing short of a miracle.
Yuki!
歩兵たちは生きる。
我流の歌うぬぼれる守護の歌重力反重力が破壊するまで何度どうや世の兵士たちの方がか前の魔力が尽きるのも
何の話だ。
世の兵士を編んです
ぐに俺の影にして。お前も
異例に忠実であるのも殺し人間たちの死体を
Jin Woo showing up again should not be a surprise, considering his flexes are quite captivating. Over here, he is up against Kargal Gon, who is later named Tusk once he becomes his shadow. The fight between them was quite cool, but the flex in question isn't just about Jin Woo winning, but also the sequence where Igris fights against Tusk's special guards.
この衛兵はうちんとこの方。
これ以上生意気な口を今の歌鈍化おめえの歌
言いにくい。毒や呪いには
歌
深いなシールドを破壊してや
よくもやってくれた愛のような虫けら踏みつぶ
まあ個人にはいい思い出ないってのも魔法剣が
この体が滅びるはずがない
起きろ適当に付け直すわお前の名前は牙だ
He takes on two of them at the same time and manages to handle them quite well on his own. Although Tank does deliver the finishing blow to the second one. But yes, it was a superb display and was one of the most enjoyable fights on solo leveling.
神がその秩序で
愚かな異端者よわしの名はガゼル・アプト・アゲイラ神聖なる審判を愚弄する馬にき
その栄唱が必須ならば名手さえあれば
死者をも蘇らせる
で何を生きがっているじらすろ
体制の秩序の前に
Honestly, Anos Voldigold is probably the most powerful anime character, apart from perhaps Saitama. It doesn't matter what you do, because he's just stronger than you somehow, so just deal with it. Over here, he takes his ridiculous abilities to a whole other level by killing the guardian god of restoration. Yes, her literal ability is to bring back the dead, and he killed her.
どうしたのだ我が神再生せよ
体の再生を増幅する魔法だ性は毒に変わる
届き者めが
呼べる神は
脅威召喚我が姿は光
俺から逃れられると滅ぼしても
人の身で我が設定のやめろ
これが地上の魔王の戦いだ
Gazelle even tries moving at the speed of light. But of course, even that is too slow for Anos. He even had the nerve to ask Gazelle if he really thought he could be faster than him, just by going at the speed of light. Nothing makes sense in this world at all. That man is really like a Demon God Pro Max.
ゲームですか？お主も後ろの3人も第一の殺し合い。お断りした場合はやるか死ぬか。軽く肩を叩いたつもりじゃが。
起きないわよ。
重い。
片手斧なのだから。魔人ごときが触れていいものではないのです。わざわざ死ぬために人間です。私が7つの大罪。
If you'd only caught Escanor chilling under the moonlight, you'd probably think he's just some regular mustached dude. But come sunrise and enter the walking apocalypse. During his showdown with Gayland, Escanor didn't just flex his muscles, he practically flexed reality. The man sliced straight through a mountain like it was warm butter, then went full boss mode and defeated Gayland without even touching him.
頂点に立つ者とは
それが傲慢のです。
この手様は後悔するだろう。これでか。
等級4万。
エスカノールだ。
これがあなたの本。
水の原に2号。
残念。ゲームオーバーです。相手がこの私では仕方ありませんね。
His aura alone was so insanely intense and so stupidly overwhelming that Gayland got hit with instant karma and turned to stone from pure terror. No punches thrown, no sweat broken, and yet minds were blown, jaws had dropped, and legends were born.
できれば私も彼を使い手錠を外すぞ。そんなに怖がるほどのやつか。
キラー、あいつとは戦うな。殺人犯だ。老若男女問わず146人が大全てには共通項が全て素手による指の力。キラー、
任せよう。何か考えがあるのかもしれない。
During the hunter exam, Killua Zoldyck gets tossed into a situation that would have had most people tapping out faster than you can say, nope. Nearly everyone tells him to back off, except Gon, who knows that Bro is built different. And boy, was he right. Killua's opponent was a literal serial killer, locked up for good reason, and oozing bad vibes with zero plans to play nice. But Killua was calm as a cucumber, and fast as a lightning bolt.
行われるのは一方的な惨殺さ。お前はただ泣き叫んでいればいい。
死んだ方が負けでいいね。
俺様がこの手で。なんだ。俺の。
さて、これで3勝2敗。
君たちの勝ちだ。
He casually strolls in and yoinks the guy's heart right out of his chest. Just like that. No fuss, no flinching, but absolutely brutal. It's without a doubt one of the most iconic moments on Hunter x Hunter. That's the moment everyone realized Killua isn't just a kid. He's a walking nightmare wrapped in assassin-level chill. Like, share, and subscribe if you liked this list and want to see part 2 of this topic. Have any suggestions? Drop them in the comments below and I'll see if I can make a video on them. Okay then, stay strong and be good people.